President Trump saying the war in Iran is moving ahead of schedule. This as the Wall Street Journal reports advisors are urging the president to find an exit ramp to avoid political backlash. Bret Baier, he joins us now. And Bret, here's a headline. The Wall Street Journal. Trump advisors urge him to find an Iran exit ramp, fearing political backlash. Is that, that maybe there's some of that, but it doesn't seem that the president is being swayed that way, at least yet.
That's right. Dana, Bill, good morning. I think that his messaging yesterday was directed towards the markets, the oil markets. Listen, calm down. It's going to end. We see a light at the end of the tunnel. These targets are going away. It'll end very soon. That's what he said numerous times. He even called it a short excursion. But when you listen to Secretary of War Pete Hegseth and the chairman of the Joint Chiefs this morning, they are methodically going through target lists that they have developed over weeks and months and calling this the most intense day yet as far as strikes. So they have more to do, but they are coming to the end. And note that Iran is 90% less as far as firing ballistic missiles, 83% less as far as firing drones, and they believe that capability as time goes on is diminishing.
And Bret, you've been hearing the criticism from all the Democrats out there. Senator Mark Kelly of Arizona says, despite what you just said, that nothing has been accomplished in Iran from a strategic perspective. Take a listen.
Regime change didn't happen. The son of the Ayatollah might be worse than the dad. The president said last summer we obliterated the nuclear weapons that they had and the uranium. That wasn't the case because now they're talking about ground operations to remove what's left. So I don't see from a strategic perspective what was accomplished.
Bret, to the point you just made, Iran's Navy is largely gone. Their leadership has been wiped out. Their missiles are being degraded. What do you think the senator's talking about?
I don't know. I really don't, Bill. I think that if you listen to those briefings, that's kind of cut and dry. When Chairman of the Joint Chiefs, Raising Cane, says one by one the numbers and the capabilities that have been erased by the U.S. military, that's significant. That is less of a threat to U.S. bases in the region. It's less of a threat to our Gulf Arab allies. By the way, UAE, we've just witnessed these 11 days. They've taken on more missiles and drone attacks than Israel exponentially. And the president saying that he believed, and intelligence was telling him, that Iran was getting ready for a big attack. That's where he put the imminence and the urgency. And I think they're going to continue to degrade Iran, but I doubt that this goes too much longer into, weeks.
Okay. There was also this call that President Trump had with Putin. A lot of people wondering what happened. Let's listen to how the president described it.
I had a very good call with President Putin. We were talking about Ukraine, which is just a never-ending fight. And look, there's tremendous hatred between President Putin and President Zelensky. They can't seem to get it together. But I think it was a positive call on that subject. And we obviously talked then about the Middle East. And he wants to be helpful. I said, you could be more helpful by getting the Ukraine-Russia war over with. That would be more helpful.
Anything more to add to that, Bret?
Well, listen, it comes after these reports and even some senior administration officials saying that Russia was providing targeting information to Iran about U.S. troops in the region. So, all of these calls with President Putin may sound great, and we've heard them numerous times on the Ukraine situation, that he's willing to be constructive, but there's not movement. So I think there is, some skepticism about Putin's role and how he's going to finish this in Iran as far as helping, being constructive, and more importantly, how he gets to a negotiated settlement with Ukraine, because hasn't moved, really.
No.
Bret, we got about 30 seconds left here. You talk to the president pretty often. He's been aggressive this year, right? He went into Venezuela, now he's in Iran. What kind of message do you think he's trying to send to our other adversaries, namely Russia and China, by doing these operations?
Well, I think it's a message that the U.S. is formidable. I think that you're seeing a lot of pressure on Cuba in a number of different ways. That regime is probably going to cry uncle pretty soon, at least if you listen to the people inside the administration. And all of that sets up this China trip at the end of the month to meet with Xi Jinping. So we'll be on that trip. It'll be fascinating because the positioning of the U.S. because of all of this, we'll see where it develops and where it stands at that point.
Bret Baier, he can even do that in 30 seconds.
There you
we
go.
appreciate
Almost
it.
like
Thank
he
you
knows
so much.
TV, right?
Exactly. Thank
Thanks,
you.
Bret.
See you guys.